Hi there, folks. It's Princess Paprika here with another episode of Makeup for Basic Bitches who want to be slightly more than basic. Halloween edition. I know this is a bit weird. I usually start my video intros already in the full face, but today's is a bit of an experiment and a surprise for both you and me. It's something I've never done before, but I'm a big fan of Halloween, seeing as though it is my birthday. Ooh, insert spooky sound effects. Ooh. My birthday is on Halloween. I've always loved the dress up aspect of it and all that, but I've never tried to do my own extra effects level makeup. I don't have a degree in that. I did very basic special makeup in my university days, but none of it was this. All the other Halloween things I done were done by professionals. This and this were done by this guy. Yeah. So this year I'm going to try to do it myself. Now, because we're going to be focusing on the effects of it all, I have already done my face primer, my base, my concealer, my powder, my bronzer, my highlight, and my eyelid primer, and my eyelids. The nips of my face. I already did them all, so you don't have to sit through all that. Today, I got a beer shandy because it's hot as hell. Now let's get spooky, shall we? First, we do need to lay down a basic eyeshadow look, and from there we'll go forward. So my whole concept for today's look is Death by Vanity, because what better thing for a new YouTuber to do than die by vanity? Yay! So what I'm gonna do is, I got this for my birthday. It's so pretty. It's the Cheek Stars reunion tour, and I use most of it to try to contour my face, but it's got a very nice peachy color called Georgia. No. There goes the brush. Fun. I try to be organized. It never works, does it? We're just gonna do a little base color on our eyelids to work with. The eyes are not going to be so dramatic today because the other thing I have planned hopefully pans out and will be dramatic. Okay, so just take a nice little peachy, neutrally colory thingy, put it on your eyes. So there we go, just a very basic bottom color. Okay, where's my other palette? I could have sworn I brought it here. Why am I... It's behind me. Of course it is. Of course it is, yo. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my usual, my wonderful, my Tammy X Revolution Tropical Carnival palette, because my old trusty friend with a bit more of a mauve, peachy, purpley, I don't know what things are called, but we're trying to keep the eye a little bit neutral. Just not too boring, because, you know, it's not what we do here, but just a little bit extra. You know, just here in the corners, make them pop for daddy. No, pop for mommy. Yeah, matriarchies are in, patriarchies are out. I know this seems like, oh, Yoli, what are you doing? That's so lame. I'm going to take liquid eyeliner. We are going to create quite the dramatic cat eye, is the plan here. Going places. Believe! Let's look about even. I know it's looking stupid. We'll get there, okay? Patience. Patience, Becky. The makeup's gonna melt off before we're done. So, if you're one of those internet trolls and you want to be all like, you're so sticky and sweaty, well, you try filming in a closed room in South African spring, summer, October heat. And no fan. So you've done the elongated line and then the line across your eye, and now you draw a line to connect them and just fill it in. If you make a mistake, you make it bigger, until your whole face is just one big winged cat eye. Just make sure that they're kind of even. It doesn't really matter if it's not perfect, because we have a plan. Now, wait for it to dry. We've seen what happens when I don't wait for things to dry. Ugh, fix the smudge. How did it get there? I'm going to be using scar wax today to create cut. You can buy proper scar wax, but I'm poor and only slightly above a basic bitch, and that's what we're here to do. So you take 1 part Vaseline to 2 parts flour. Mix that all up and add your normal base squidgies into it so it becomes paste color and looks kind of like this. And this stuff is going to come in very handy. No, this is going to be fun. When you use scar wax, they want that you need to have no makeup on that area of your face. What I'm going to do is, because we said death by vanity. So here where your contour line is, where you usually put the darker stuff, I'm going to create some cuts. No, it's not Joker style, because it doesn't go from here to there. It goes from here to there. Eat, suck it. Don't know what you're sucking, as long as you're having fun. So I'm just getting some makeup remover on a little cotton thingy. Just remove the makeup in that area. This will also give you like a clear indication of where it is. Instead of drawing, you just remove your makeup and then you see the clear line and you work on that. Boom, boom, hacks. Now comes the fun part, which I might completely bugger up. Let's see. So you take a little bit of your homemade scar wax and you just form it into a fat noodle, fat worm. Have a tub of Vaseline nearby because it comes in very handy to help the stuff stick. You're gonna place it on your skin and then you like put a little smear of Vaseline on top of it because that makes it easier to work with. Like I said, I've practiced this a few times. I'm in no ways an expert, and this is very homemade scar wax. You're going to just squish it into your face, sort of, but make sure you leave a little hump on it where you can create a cut. Okay? So put a little Vaseline on the end of whatever instrument you're using. I'm just using this cuticle pusher, so I don't have the real tools for this. So whatever you got handy that's flat and smooth, I mean, you can use your finger for it, but I just prefer this tool. So this will take a little bit. So just be patient, put on some Halloween hits, and just enjoy your life. It really doesn't help that I'm blind without my glasses. But for you guys, I will keep trying. Hair on it. There's hair everywhere. I shit like a border collie. I could never get away with a murder. I know it's not looking great right now, but it's got to get bad before it gets good. Or at least I tell myself so I can sleep at night. Once you got it in plus minus the position you want it, just focus on smoothing down the sides so it blends into your face. Remember to leave a little like heap in the middle, which will become your cut. That's looking pretty a-okay. Now before I start slicing and dicing, we're gonna do the other side. You don't need to see me do all that again, do you? Right, so now we have both cheek lines, whatever you call them, plastered with some goo. So now you're going to take a very sharp object and be very careful here. The thing that I'm using, if I can find it, is this. I think it's a cuticle cutter. I use what I got, man. Like, that's the point of being here, is I teach you what to do with what you got, girl, boy, human. You are going to go into this mold that you made and delicately cut through it. Go slowly on this one because there might be some buildup, but you got this. If it crumbles a little bit, that's fine. Just smooth the edges back down. It's not a problem. It's nothing you can't fix. But I would recommend getting this done early if you're going to a Halloween party because it takes a little bit of time, folks. So now I get this thing in here and just open up this wound just a little bit. I mean, obviously, you can take these same tricks here and apply them to anywhere you want on your face. If you are actually going for the Joker look, go for it. If you want to do this on your neck, like, go for it. I would recommend somewhere not on your cheeks because it's a bit difficult to see there if you're blind like me. I miss my glasses. So now that you got a nice hole in it, you can cut the other side of your face. Right, once you got both sides cut and ready, you just want this to blend a little bit more into your actual skin. So then you take your bronzer blush, the brush that you were using, you know, just so it blends a bit nicer into your skin tone. Now we are going to want to build up the color on this. Let's get the outsides looking good. Grab a brush. What you're going to do is you're going to go into some red and just pop that along on the inside of it. Dot it gently. We're going to be building on this color. Doing this also help open up that little wound of yours. Your wound. Put it up on your wound. I'm going to take a little bit of a darker lipstick that I have. I've got this like dark maroony, slightly purplish. So I think that looks good for a wound. I'm just gonna put a cotton thingy in it. And here you can just dot it Doesn't have to be perfect. This just gives it a bit of extra color. Darker dried blood vibe. Plonk it around the outside. Gonna blend that now. Spread out this little purple color so it looks like bruising. I might have overdone it here. It's fine. Do the same on the other end, of course. Now what we need, a little bit of some blues, because this gave it a nice purple tone, like a nice bit of like bruising. Don't worry if it's uneven. How often are your bruises actually even? Never. Just a little blue. Oh no, that's too much blue. I went Smurf blue. Shoot. Just smear it away. Plus we'll be blending it again with more things, so it's fine. Now a bit of green. And just try to blend them into one another, kind of so they look like one big bruise around your cut. Where you see you're lacking, fix it. You have eyes. Probably have better ones than me, I'm guessing. A few years ago, I would have had so many people who would have been so pissed to see this on my timeline. Like every year, Halloween time is like my Facebook declutter month. Because anyone who posts that, Halloween is from Satan, only evil people celebrate Halloween, all those people get deleted. That is looking fierce, actually much better than I thought. I bought some fake blood, but it wasn't bloody enough for me. So what I did was, I added a bit more red and a dash of green food coloring to it. Now, it's not as thick as I'd like, so if you can get the thicker stuff, that helps a lot more to get like good definition. And also wear gloves, because my hands are buggered. So then you just want to get this inside your cut. And it doesn't matter if it's precise. When in doubt, add more blood. Yeah, this looked very orange when I first got it. It is way better now. Whew, wearing a white top might not have been a good idea. It's now a race against the clock. See? Just bleh. Wear gloves, folks. Wear gloves. Yeah, if it drips a little, there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure it doesn't drip onto your white shirt. Now we're going to move on to finishing our eyes. I told you there's something coming. So we're going to do blood liner. My Pinterest is full of it, so I was like, fine, Pinterest, I'll do it. I'll try. This is the one thing I did not practice. I'm going to take the smallest amount of the scar wax and just put it underneath your eyeliner line. Yeah, that's the one, your eyeliner line. Smudge it. Just put it underneath your liner that you made like that. Kind of blend it into your face. Be careful here, because you are working you're working on your eye. So that can be terrifying stuff. Already, see? Halloween, I'm scared. Ha! Just make it blend in with your skin tone a bit more. And then what we're gonna do is the same thing we did now, but much more careful, again, because it's your eye. Blend it in. Now start red inside, and then we're gonna add that purple we added earlier, that lipstick color I told you about. Yeah. Then some blue and some green. Oh, it's not looking as good. No, this is not what I hoped for. You can see this is not the one I practiced. And then you squish some blood in it. Cool. Uh-oh. Do not get this in your eye, folks. That is a very bad idea. That's not nice. That hurts. This is a mistake. Ooh, Halloween turned really horror-y, like right now. Got real. Well, it does add to the look, I guess, but it's not in a good way. Oh, okay, we carry on. So, it's okay if this putty is a bit visible, in a sense, because it'll just look like, like you buggered your eye up more, which is a little bit the point. So this is the perfect look for if you're not very good at things, because your mistakes can kind of look intentional here. Now, attempt to do that on the other eye and don't hurt yourself. I mean, that looks fine now. I'm quite happy with how that one turned out, actually. But this eye is turning into an actual monster. This is Halloween. This is the horrors. I think legitimately my face is too sweaty. Like, it's not sticking because I think there's too much moistness on my face. I'm too moist to function. My camera ran out of space, so I had to copy everything over first, and now we're back. Alright, so what I just did was I put some blood into this eye, and I refilled some blood into these parts. Blue is a bit intense here, so what I'm going to be doing is just adding some red back into here, and a little bit more of that lipstick color that really helps. That'll do. We have to glam it up just a smidge. So I'm going to take this round brush, dab it into a little bit of black, and just smudge this out a bit. This line over here. I hope if the brush is wet. Don't judge me. And that does help. Genius. But also this is why you don't lend your brushes to other people, folks. Don't be gross. We can add in some gold, because why not? Just to give it a bit of sparkle. We do bring it out as well, past into your wound, so it looks a bit blended. Yay. And now, because of the amount that I've been sweating, we're just gonna go over everything with a little bit of powder, just so you're not so damn sticky. Can go for a bit of red under the eye. Can't see. And then lastly, just a little bit of glitter highlighter in the corner. The eyes need a bit more drama, because remember, we are still doing Death by Vanity, so it still has to have some form of like glamour to it. And also because Halloween is about like, well, it's about a lot of things, but dressing up with Halloween particularly does lead to some form of horror and things like that. So I'm going to do something that I'm very bad at, and that I'll probably be terrible at, and that'll be horrible for me and great for you. I'm going to put on false lashes. Ooh. So you got to get your lash and your glue. Smack that glue on, be liberal. Then you got to wait for it to dry just a little bit so it becomes tight. I really want one of those magnetic lashes. This is hard. And I've seen like women who just do this in seconds. I guess practice does make perfect, but nothing about me says perfect. It'll do. Ah, that part's not sticking, so we try. And then we move on to the next eye. Because like always, you do have to. I can't get that inner corner to stick, but I'm okay with that. Not a professional, just an enthusiast. Ugh. Oh dear. Why do I suck at this? And then just to connect these a bit more because they're rubbish. Maybe it's because I bought like eyelashes for 30 rand. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be such a little stingy biatch. Should I now? No. The last thing we need to do is the lips. I'm going for a black look because I think that goes with this. So line your lips and slap on some lipstick. Alrighty folks, now I'm just going to finish up my hair and my outfit, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, this is the final look. All I did was just change my hair and my jewelry and my shirt and added a bit more blood, and I kind of like the way that this one's dripping down. I don't hate it. For a basic bitch, it ain't too bad, I reckon. So guys, that's it for makeup for basic bitches who want to be slightly more than basic. Please like, subscribe, share, do all those things that make me feel like my life is worth living. And have an ooky, spooky, fantastically creepy Halloween, guys. Have a good one. Bye! Fucking hot in here. So it is roaring hot in here, and my fan makes too much noise. Oh, balls, it's warm in here. No. No. Did I just swallow my jewelry? No. Is a problem. It's hot in here, bitch. Maybe I'm just too sticky. Your makeup tip for the day, folks, is don't be so damn sticky. You're welcome. Double time, double time.